Imagine you are on a ship. It's the 1850s, and you and your shipmates have been at sea for a grand while. You have heard about the gold and silver boom out west. Looking out across the sea, you spy the coastline of Western America. You and your friends jump ship right there and then, abandoning your post with dreams of fame and fortune. Hitting the shore, you begin your journey towards Jacksonville, Oregon, stopping along the way to try your hand at gold panning when, aha, gold, gold, you have struck it rich. But before you can celebrate, the arrival of the Trisketos or the Trisket gang overtakes you and the other miners, taking the hard-earned riches, attacking, plundering, sometimes murdering. In times, these Trisketos, such as Jack and Henry Trisket, the Trisket brothers, Fred Cooper, Miles Hearn, and Chris Stover, fled to avoid being caught. This little plot of land, which made you rich, would become a city in 1852 named Sailor's Diggins, after you and your friends. This being the first major gold strike in Oregon, the news of your discovery spread fast, and settlers began flooding into this once empty spot, quickly making Sailor's Diggins a small, thriving city. But this influx caused much upheaval for the natives of the land, the tribe of Tequilma, who, even though a peace treaty had been signed, had been relocated to a reservation on Table Rock. Residents of Jacksonville, Oregon would later attack the Tequilma reservation, causing the Rogue Indian Wars to erupt. In 1854, Sailor's Diggins Water, Mining, and Milling Company constructed an 11-mile ditch, bringing water to many gulches in the area, expanding mining activities. Sailor's Diggins was renamed Waldo in 1856 and made the first county seat of the newly organized Josephine County, Oregon. The name change came about because of the arrival of one William Waldo in 1853, a Whig Party candidate running for California governor. He had believed Sailor's Diggins to be part of California and was doing his best to persuade them to vote his way. Since they were not part of California, the city took the name Waldo in his honor instead. I guess they really liked him. Although, looking back at historical records, the two names, Waldo and Sailor's Diggins, are used interchangeably. Some historians believe that Sailor's Diggins is the locality, with Waldo as the city within. The first Josephine County judge, Matthew P. Deedy, resided in a small log cabin in Waldo. In its prime, several hundreds dwelt in the city, which included several hotels, many saloons, a schoolhouse, a boarding house, a blacksmith shops, livery stable, a butcher, a bowling alley, a cemetery, and a brewery. However, the town's popularity began to decline when gold was discovered elsewhere, and soon afterwards, the county seat was moved to Kirbyville. The onset of hydraulic mining destroyed much of the city and was later abandoned by 1926. In 1929, the post office shut down. Wildfires destroyed the remaining building. Now all that's left is some of the remains of the town cemetery, located on private property. Driving to Waldo, Oregon, all that will be found is a very weathered plaque, the words barely legible, on the side of the road near where the thriving city once was, which reads, "In 1852, English sailors jumped ship in Crescent City to go east in search of rumored gold strikes and found color here at what became known as Sailor's Diggins. By January 22, 1856, this had become the town of Waldo, the first territorial seat of Josephine County, with the post office established the same year. The town was named for William Waldo, brother of California Judge Daniel Waldo. With its stores, saloons, billiard halls, boarding houses, and hotels, a skating rink, and a bowling alley, Waldo reached a population of 3,000, only 1,500 of whom were citizens, and 600 were celestials, Chinese who could not become citizens or own gold claims or other property. Oregon's first water rights were established here, making Waldo the hub of Oregon's first hydraulic mining industry. As the gold played out, many of Waldo's residents drifted away. In 1919, a land development company sold speculation housing lots and began building a home, which was never completed. In 1927, Waldo was leveled by the giant hydraulic mining water canyons of the placer mines. The dreams of its residents now gone, only the occupants of the Hilltop Cemetery remain to watch over the once thriving community of Waldo, Oregon. This plaque was placed October 8, 2011 by the Umpqua Joe Chapter 1859 of the Ancient and Honorable Order of the Eclampus Vitus in cooperation with the Josephine County Historical Society.